Thanks for listening to Dad's Doing Nerd Shit, a podcast by three dads who talk about the shit they're interested in. Just a heads up for the listeners, we're not exactly experts, and you probably shouldn't be taking our advice. All of our opinions are biased because they're ours, and nobody pays us to have any other opinion. We also tend to cuss, swear, and say whatever the fuck we want, so if you don't want your kids to hear it, make sure they're not in the room. With that out of the way, roll the dice and join us as we discuss the things we love and the culture around being a nerd.
Welcome to Dad's Doing Nerd Shit. Thanks for joining us this insert time here.
Yeah, this whatever day you're listening.
Yeah. No real plan tonight. We're just going to shoot the shit and do our normal ramblingness, see where shit
shoot
goes.
The nerd shit.
But to kick it off, I'm Jim.
And I'm Matt. And there isn't a third guy this week.
Yeah, there's nobody this week. It's just me and Matt.
It's just me and Jim.
Dusty's on his way home from vacation.
Yep, fucking A. Nice 4th of July, early July vacay. Yeah, I was scouring nerd news today, though.
Oh, yeah?
And so July 7th, so this will be last week for the listeners, the Baldur's Gate expansion of Magic the Gathering came out.
Oh.
It is a new play style, so it's a little bit different. It's the Alchemy Horizon Baldur's Gate. It looks pretty dope. Like, again, they're bringing D&D world into MTG.
Yeah.
The cards are fucking cool, man. Like, I don't really I play the mobile app of Magic because that's fun and it's easy and I don't have to pay any money unless I really want some coins and shit. You know what I mean? And I haven't spent a cent and I have so much shit I don't even know what to do with. So, but the cards, the Baldur's Gate cards are fucking cool as shit. And if you collect that,
didn't even realize that dropped today.
Yep.
Because I've been all about the Pokemons lately.
Yeah, fucking hustling Pokemon cards.
My brother-in-law, it's like, hey, I have a binder full of like old Pokemon cards from like 20, 30 years ago. Or 20 years ago, I guess. Yeah, 20-something years, whatever. He's like, I don't really know what to do with them. I don't know anything about them. I was like, well, fuck it. I'll take a look.
Right.
And, I'm kind of hooked on the hustle. Buying and selling. Mostly looking at this point, but.
Yeah. Sorry, my headset died out for a second there. I don't know what happened.
That's weird. But yeah, TCGs all around are just like, I forgot how much fun collecting and selling can be. Right.
Yeah. That's half of it. I haven't sold any of my collection. I've traded a little bit of like the access shit of like some of the Spawn figures I got along the way. But that was literally the dude owned a comic shop, had like 6 boxes of Spawn shit in his basement and was going to throw it out. And I was like, dude, you put that at the curb, I'm going to come get it. So you better fucking call me.
Right.
Like, fuck that. You better call me, bud, because I'm coming to get it. And it was random McFarlane stuff from the early 2000s, late 90s. I traded them into a comic shop and grabbed some books.
Yeah.
Other cool shit. But yeah, a little inspiration from Alpha Wolf, maybe.
I mean, I have reached out to him to see, about him selling some of my cards, but I started doing it myself, and honestly, I'm having a good time doing it. Fucking looking up card values, and
I feel like that's how Alpha Wolf started. With Sean, like he said it before, it was just a side thing he started doing, and he just kept doing it. You know what I mean? And that's fucking killer, man. Like, hell yeah, it's like a hobby. That's
I mean, my desk right now is
as long as you're having fun,
covered in fucking Pokemon cards and bubble mailers and tape and shit.
Oh man. Yeah, fuck it though, man. That's cool. That's like I said, as long as you're having fun doing it, that's fucking rad. I think I'm gonna go pick up some of these Baldur Gate cards, see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to get too crazy. That's an expensive hobby to get into, buying those shits. So, and I already buy fucking Games Workshop minis and build and paint those, and that's a
Yeah,
money
I've been
sink.
kind of I kind of want to go buy like some Pokemon cards, like a booster box.
Mm-hmm.
But the latest drop on Pokemon, the Pokemon Go cards, the pull rates have been fucking garbage.
Sure.
So it's like,
Yeah.
do I go and spend the money or do I not?
Yeah, right. Yeah, when you're not getting anything worth even spending a fucking $150.
It's like $100 for a booster
Yeah,
box.
that's cool. Yeah, see, Magic, when you spend, I think it's like 120-ish for the boosters with Magic, but you get guaranteed cards at most of the game shops when you buy them, which is, I think that's pretty dope. Like, that's why you shop at your local game shop, because you're going to get something for fucking spending $100.
Right.
Like, unless it's Games Workshop, because they spent, like, if they're charging you at the game store $155, they spent $149.
Yeah.
Like,
they don't do profit on Games Workshop.
No.
It's all
crazy.
the accoutrement that they make their profit on, the paint and the supplies and
yeah, that stuff's definitely wholesale wise way cheaper. But yeah, it's like fucking cigarettes.
Right.
Places, that's why everybody
Crack.
stopped selling fucking cigarettes and crack. Yeah, shit.
For those of you who don't know, Games Workshop is Warhammer 40K.
Yes.
Plastic.
Age of Sigmar. Polyurethane minis. They're fucking sweet. I like building them. Like, it satisfies that Lego childhood nostalgia-esque of building the minis, and you can kit bash and take pieces. I've done it a bunch of times. Like, I've got a handful that have parts from 6 different sets that I've just acquired over time. But you're talking, to get those 6 sets was like a whole year of, that's what my extra money went into.
Right.
All year. And
that was money that you probably shouldn't have spent, on one of those sets.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things, it wasn't terrible. Like, I just couldn't go out for lunch that week. That's all. So I can shave off my my McDonald's or Burger King.
Right.
Arby's has been my fucking go-to, man. I'm telling you, it's expensive. Dude, that smokehouse brisket sandwich is so fucking good. So fucking good. I haven't eaten anything at Arby's in years, and I saw that, and I was like, you know what? I thought Arby's was closed like Pizza Hut. Fuck it. No, man. That shit's good.
Speaking of Pizza Hut, the fucking near us in Geneseo, the Pizza Hut that sold to Burger King, and then Burger King fucking left that building for 5, 6, 8 years.
Yeah.
And then they fucking built a brand new one right next to it.
Right. What the fuck?
It's in a fucking college town too.
Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah, I was surprised when the Burger King closed. Like, what are you doing? It's Burger King.
Right. You're always going to do business.
Yeah, right. I went there one time, and that flame broiled flavor, I don't know how the fuck they put that in the food, but I got one that was that flavor, but like so much it tasted chemical.
Probably because it is a chemical.
Right. And like, it took me a long time to eat a fucking Burger King burger again. It was a long time. Like, I mean, I'll take Burger King to like the 2020s.
I'll take Burger King over McDonald's any day. Just
sure. Their
McDonald's
chicken sandwich is the bomb. Yeah. Right. That spicy McChicken is the shit. That's all I ever get. The spicy McChicken. That's good shit.
Got to get it deluxe though, with the veggies.
Sure. But once you do that, you get $1 large or medium drink. Fuck it.
Right?
I'll take a large Dr. Pepper. I usually get a medium because, I'm not I'm American, but I'm not a stupid American. I'll get the old school large.
Large sweet tea.
Sweet tea? Oh, no.
Oh,
That shit
yeah.
gives me heartburn.
Oh, I love that shit.
Oh, man, no. It's too sugary.
I mean, that's the whole point.
Ugh. Anyway, nerd news. Further nerd news.
Yeah.
We got an official release date for God of War Ragnarok. And an official trailer that looks fucking awesome. Atreus is a little bit older. And some pretty interesting shit. It's going to be... I'm excited to see what they do. You actually see Kratos and Atreus facing down Fenris, and it's a fucking giant wolf. Like massive,
like legit
awesome
giant
depiction of Fenris. Yeah. Like kaiju size fucking wolf. Like, I mean, that's a big ass kaiju still. Like, I was like, damn, that's going to be an insane fucking fight in the game. Hands down.
And speaking of kaiju, stay tuned for the break for a nerd fact.
Ooh.
Wasn't even planned.
But yeah, that God of War Ragnarok looks fucking stellar. Absolutely stellar. I'm pretty excited about that. The other thing I saw recently, though, with that finally is actually happening, is Hocus Pocus 2.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
like
it's
legit,
real.
like confirmed.
September 30th on Disney Plus. Hocus Pocus 2.
Hold on, I gotta fact check this. Hocus Pocus 2, is it a real thing? Months after sources told Variety that a follow-up to 1993's Hocus Pocus was officially brewing at Disney Plus, the movie is confirmed and creeping toward a 2022 release date.
Well,
Disney recently announced that Hocus Pocus 2, a quote spooky sequel to the original film, would land at Disney Plus with Ann Fletcher attached to direct. That's from L.com, June 28th, 2022.
Yep. The trailer came out like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'm seeing teaser trailers.
Yeah. And you see the three Sanderson sisters, like old ass
Holy
ladies.
crap. Yeah. Wow. Oh, we still got Doug Jones, which is fucking dope. One of my favorite character actors.
Yeah, man. He's in everything.
If you don't know who Doug Jones is, yes, you do. You just don't know his face.
You do. Yeah, you just don't realize it. He's Abe Sapien, Silver Surfer.
He's the
body
fucking eyeball hand guy.
Yep, and Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah,
man. Like, no, he's in Legion. So many movies, like legit. He's in almost every fucking zombie movie at some point.
If they use practical effects, like practical special effect makeup, Doug Jones is probably in it.
Yeah. And a tall, lanky, weird motherfucker. I didn't know, though, for a while that Lawrence Fishburne was the voice of the Silver Surfer.
Yes, I did know that. And
I was like, that was crazy. That was crazy. Like, back when I was watching the movie, I didn't realize that for quite a while. And then I was like, man, that's awesome. I don't hate on that movie too much. I think that was a very cool live-action depiction of the Silver Surfer, and I loved it. I think Doug Jones and Fishburne did a fucking awesome job. But yeah, Hocus Pocus 2, I think it's going to be interesting. My kids are excited about it.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it now.
Right. And they're saying the Halloween season, so they're saying that late September you can start celebrating. I'm saying early September, it's okay.
I mean, as soon as the weather starts changing, it's Halloween season.
Yeah. We have Halloween decorations that stay up all year round now. So can't help that. Because it's fun. But yeah, it'll be I'm curious to see how things turn out with Hocus Pocus 2 and how many characters come back. I did hear that the only one who doesn't come back is she paid the little sister in the original.
Oh, God.
And I know her name because she's in The Walking Dead. But she's one of the only ones who doesn't show back up for whatever reason. I had read that a while ago too. So, I don't know. Wondering what kind of music they're going to have and shit. And Sarah Jessica Parker does not look as good as a witch as she used to.
No. No, she does not. Thora Birch.
There we go. Yep.
Max's fearless younger sister, Dani.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Super interesting. Fucking see how it goes. They still haven't given us any more Marvel release dates. Like, I don't know what's coming out after Thor. I think I've heard, there's the rumors of fucking Black Panther, Guardians. You know what I mean?
All the rumors that we've had for a while?
Since 2020.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, shit. What the fuck? Yeah, let's make a movie. I'm curious to see what they come out with, because they've been fucking making everything nuts with their shows and Doctor Strange. Haven't seen Thor yet. I'm excited to go check that out. By the time people hear this, I'll have seen it.
Thor Love and Thunder, July 8th. I Am Groot, August 10th on Disney+. 5 original shorts about Groot.
Interesting.
She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, August 17th.
That's right. I forgot about She-Hulk. All right.
Black
cool.
Panther, Wakanda Forever, November 11th. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, late 2022. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, February 17th, 2023.
Damn. That was the one I want to see what happens with that, because allegedly Quantumania is supposed to kick off all the Kang bullshit. You know what I mean? And all the timey-wimey stuff Kang's going to kick off. And I've said it before with Kang, at least right in the MCU.
MCU tie-in. Majors made his MCU, Majors being...
Kang.
Yeah, Kang. Jonathan Majors. I was looking for his full name. Made his MCU debut in 2021's Disney Plus series Loki as a variant of Kang known as He Who Remains, whose death causes the start of the multiverse and presages Kang's introduction.
Yep.
One would expect those events to tie into Quantumania in some fashion.
Yep. It's going to be the fucking end credits scene.
Oh, probably.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there'll be like little fucking teases throughout the movie, but it won't be part of the movie.
Right.
After Quantumania, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, May 5th, 2023.
Man.
The Marvels, July 28th, 2023. This is the sequel to Captain Marvel.
Yep.
We are presuming it will be a small-scale, all-female team-up.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we have Echo, which is a Hawkeye spinoff.
Yes, the one assassin, the deaf assassin.
The deaf Native American assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be fucking dope. I mean...
I think that'll be pretty cool. I'm curious to see how they play on that. And because, I mean, Netflix did a great job with Daredevil. And I'm excited to see him bring him back. That's what they don't have any dates for yet. Fucking Daredevil.
Right. And also we have X-Men 97 coming to Disney Plus.
Yeah. Continuing the old cartoon.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like,
that's crazy because they say it was only one season, but it's a shitload of episodes. I could have swore it was more than one season.
It ran from 92 through 97, 5 seasons.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I could have. It might have just been the way Netflix did it. Like I remember seeing, or Disney, because I remember seeing something and it listed it all in one, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?"
Then we
That's
have
not how it was.
Secret Invasion, undated.
Oh,
This will be about the shape-shifting Skrulls.
yeah.
We have Agatha, House of Harkness.
Oh, yeah. So more of the shows, because Secret Invasion's a show, isn't it?
Secret Invasion's a show. Agatha is a show.
Yep.
Armor Wars.
Yep.
I really want Armor Wars.
Is that still undated?
Still undated.
Motherfucker.
Ironheart is still undated. Spider-Man freshman year. An animated show.
Oh, an animated.
Yeah. Undated. Okay. Marvel Zombies. Undated.
That'll be fucking cool.
Right. I mean, the Marvel Zombies are always fucking...
Yeah, the comics the look are dope, and they've done... Yeah. They've done so many, and they're always a fun read, for sure.
Yeah. Loki Season 2, which, I mean, fucking, come on.
Yeah.
We need Loki Season 2.
We know we're going to get that. They're just waiting to see what kind of mischief Thor creates.
Yeah. What If Season 2... Blade,
yes.
The undated Fantastic Four movie.
It sucks that Kransky's been getting shit on.
Right. I thought he did a great job as Reed Richards.
He's not the MCU's Reed Richards yet, folks. This is another attempt. They are only introducing us to the Illuminati, to the idea of the Illuminati.
Right.
When all this multiverse and timey-wimey bullshit collides and we get more of the Marvel properties into the MCU, we're going to get proper fucking Illuminati, I think, at some point.
Oh, I mean, we would have to.
Right. And, man, I still think it's crazy that Anson Mount didn't have an actual suit on. That it was his suit in Multiverse of Madness is 100% CGI.
Right.
It still blows my mind. Like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
Really? Okay. Why didn't he get a cool suit? Oh, man. I don't know. But yeah, Kransky, I want to see more of him as Mr. Fantastic. I thought
I want to see
awesome.
I want to see Professor Xavier and the X-Men in the MCU. Right.
That fucking Professor X would yes, let us see that.
The hovering wheelchair.
Yep.
I mean,
and the theme music that made the fucking
that made that whole scene. Give us more Black Bolt. Like obviously not
that proper Black Bolt,
not the Black Bolt that died, but no spoilers. Sorry,
that's too late. You've had plenty of time.
Right. I mean, I've seen it. Come on, give us the MCU Black Bolt. Give us, fucking give it to us.
Yep. No, it's the Multiverse of Madness was awesome, and I think they introduced some really cool shit. I like that Doctor Strange, like the main continuity in the comic books, is Strange Supreme, more in line with what we got in What If than what we have in the MCU, and I feel like they're finally starting to align him with that character that, he looks into the darkness and can still be a hero. Like, that's kind of his shtick. Like, Strange is supposed to be able to go to hell and be like, yeah, you shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And unleash eldritch horrors on the fucking devils, And
the other thing is, the MCU Earth is not our Earth. Like, people get over it.
Right.
It's not supposed to be our Earth.
No. Right.
Our Earth exists in the MCU. It's just not the one that we're seeing in the MCU.
Right. That's why in Hawkeye and all the stuff that came out during the pandemic, right? That's why you don't see anybody with masks on, but all the fucking actors had mask protocols.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They wanted to separate the two worlds. Like, no, this isn't happening. All the shit the people in the MCU Earth are dealing with the snapping. right? Thanos' snap, like, and legit, if everybody came back in the same spot they disappeared, how many people appeared in midair with no plane?
Yeah. How many people
In a
appeared in
seated
buildings
position.
that no longer exist?
Yeah, right. Right. Shit. Oh, man. Yeah. It's such a fucked up situation. Like, and I feel like that's what they're going to correct with Kang. Like, Tony Stark's decision to not reset things back 5 years earlier is bullshit.
Right.
That was selfish.
I mean, I get his reason.
Sure. But,
I love you 3,000.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen anyway. Because, you know what I mean? Like, you were already married to Pepper. You saw the dream of your multiversal self having a baby with Pepper.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I still feel like all of that could have happened without, you know what I mean? I don't know. Save Tony some PTSD. Shit. He doesn't have to nearly suffocate and die on a spaceship adrift in the fucking,
right.
You know what I mean? Endless vacuum.
Play it again.
Yeah.
Do it better.
Right. That's all you got to do. Shit. No, I'm excited to see what Marvel. I'm stoked to see Thor, man. Like everything I've seen for Love and Thunder, just it's gonna be great. I'm fucking stoked to go watch it. I love Taika Waititi too, so like that
Taika
combination
Waititi
of taking Thor Ragnarok to the next level is it's gonna be killer. It's gonna be killer. But it's almost that time for a break. So
I mean, it might as well be that time.
Yeah. Fill the ear holes with some Fandom Limb media.
Some promos. Last week we heard a new promo for a new show.
Nice.
A Swift review. Apparently there's a CW Tom Swift show. And apparently somebody from Fandom Limb is doing a review show for it. A la Supergirl and whatever other
Stargirl and
Stargirl. That was the one.
Yeah.
So some Fandom Limb promos, some advertisements.
Yeah.
But while you wait, everybody thinks Godzilla was the first Japanese kaiju movie. You'd be wrong. Find out more after the break.
Kaiju bitch.
Bitch.
I watch this as an adult as a podcast where we reminisce about movies from our childhood and we see if it still holds up, or we just say, I used to watch this crap. Check out the podcast to see what we say. Peace.
So what would happen if 4 friends from Best Buy decided to create the greatest podcast in the world? You would get Underground Nerd Nation, of course. We mainly talk about topics related to nerd culture and pop culture, but you never know where our conversations may take us. Like the time we got in a debate over grading scales. You're bound to have a good time with Underground Nerd Nation, so come join the Underground. We got beer and pizza down here.
All right, welcome back. Hope your ear holes were having a stroke. Hope your ear holes were filled with some good nerding.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of nerding, what do you think the first kaiju was? Or not the first, but one of the first kaiju movies was?
Some kind of octopus situation.
You would think so, being Japanese, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But no, there was actually a movie called King Kong Appears in Edo. It was one of Japan's first kaiju films, preceding Godzilla by 16 years.
No shit.
The film was lost during World War II and hasn't been seen since.
Oh, man. Wow.
So King Kong is more of a kaiju than Gojira.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
Or I'm sorry, Gojira.
That is crazy. Yeah, fucking A. Who'd have thought it would be King Kong?
Right?
Man. Something else, I almost actually forgot about this. Marvel, they just started releasing July 6th. So when this comes out, they're at your local comic shop. Predator #1 released.
Ooh.
And covers of Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor, and Iron Cat, which I don't know much about. And a few other.
Black
I'm
Panther,
not sure.
Iron Man.
I'd have to look into that. But they're going to have variant covers with Predators facing off against these heroes. And some of the images they've shared online are fucking phenomenal, and it's going to be awesome. Just the thought of a Predator facing off against Steve Rogers, Captain America, like that would be fucking cool. Thor beating the shit out of one.
Right.
The new Thor design, people complained about the way his suit looks. I kind of dig it. You got to change it up every few years.
Well, yeah.
And I mean, come on, the Jack Kirby Thor was I don't know. I like how they did Ragnarok, but I always felt like the old 70s comic books across the board, DC and Marvel, was just too much color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of shadows and things like that. And now you get splashes of color for contrast, and you end up with a fucking way cooler picture. I don't know. So, yeah, those Predator covers are going to be badass.
So the Iron Cat is the Black Cat in an Iron Man style suit.
Okay. So Felicity Hardy.
Yeah.
In an Iron Man suit. Yeah, it's totally like it's an anime version of Black Cat is what it looks like to me.
On the cover, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's not Felicia in the armor for this
no
run.
Shit.
Yeah.
No shit. Oh.
I mean, some good variant covers.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of my favorite things about comic books is the cool covers, and then you get a dope story.
I mean, I just like the art.
Yeah, man. I enjoy the thing with comic book stories is you have to buy 16 of them each month to get the full fucking story, right. Especially Marvel, because they're so interconnected. So if there's other heroes in it, you have to buy a couple Iron Man comic books to get this full situation.
Their side of the story.
Yeah. Or you'll come back and they'll be having a conversation and it'll be like, from Iron Man, page 37.
Right.
And yeah, you're just picking up in the middle of a conversation that literally started at another comic book.
Yeah. See, what they do is they take that fish hook and they put it in that comic book. And then they just fucking...
Yep. Definitely, I miss having my subscription, but again, I only had a subscription to a few books, and those books dove into other books, and so you get one month, and they're building up to this huge event
that takes place in another book.
Yep. When you get the next one, they're starting a new arc, right? So it's just like, you fuckers, and it's usually, especially Thor, right? If you're reading a Thor arc, he's going to cross over with the Avengers at some point. But most of the time, like the God Butcher arc that inspired Love and Thunder, that did happen in a Thor continuity. The #1 and 2 of that series is awesome because it actually makes the 2 books covers make a whole poster of young and old Thor. And because that's the thing. Yeah. To defeat Gore in the comic books, Thor had to get his younger self and older self to help him.
So the Thors of past, present, and future?
Mm-hmm. King Thor and Child Thor. Like, he didn't have Mjolnir yet.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how they play this because Thor has some bitchin' powers now, or Stormbreaker in the MCU.
Right. Like
Mjolnir, he can just summon the Bifrost.
Bifrost.
Oh, dude, have you seen the trailers of what happens?
It's been a couple weeks, so like my memory is meh.
Well, I don't know. You might not have seen the one where it shows the hammer fucking break into pieces and start fucking hitting bad guys, and then assemble back together.
Shocked gasp.
Shocking Thor pun.
Unintentional Thor pun.
Right. Oh man. But yeah, no. And in the comic books, right, one of the reasons Jane Foster lifts the hammer and refuses to give it back initially is because she has cancer. And they have said they're doing that, but they said it back in Thor Dark World when Jane Foster was the housing unit for the ether. Right. That it was going to do things to her body that we don't know. Her body couldn't
handle. Right.
Do you think, 110%.
Do you think Love and Thunder is going to be the MCU lead up to female Thor?
I'd be fine with it. I don't know if they'll give her everything with the hammer they introduced like a few months back in the comic books, the broken hammer and shit. And now the current continuity in Marvel, there's a Jane Foster and Thor comic book.
Right.
So I think I'm interested to see what they do. I hope they bring Jane Foster back, but I mean, I feel like Taika was able to get her back. It's because he's the director. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure she wasn't too thrilled with the first two movies. Her experience with the first two movies. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm fucking stoked to see it, man. It looks fucking awesome.
Remember, no spoilers.
Fucking awesome.
Some of us want to go see it.
It's going to be all the spoilers. All the spoilers.
No spoilers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go see it or, find a way to see it.
Yeah,
relatively quickly, because I have a feeling there's going to be fucking spoilers everywhere.
It's going to be quick. Yeah, it's an MCU movie, right? You've got a couple weeks to see it before it's all over the internet. If that.
Yeah, like you've got a week and a half.
Right.
And then it's all over
and you'll
Facebook.
Get a couple of little
It's all over fucking TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, luckily, man. I don't really use Facebook very much. I don't really do Instagram. So I can avoid most of those.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just hate it when I'm like the occasion that I am thumbing through Facebook and then bam! You were talking about this movie. How about a spoiler?
You were thumb fucking Facebook and all of a sudden Facebook fucks you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ah, man. Yeah. No spoilers, but
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm stoked. It's going to be fucking... everything I've seen for it looks awesome. Like, hands down.
Same.
So, so excited to see that. I'm glad things are getting back to a regular schedule where we've got a decent amount of content coming out from, our beloved companies that we clamor for more from and everything like that. Like, I'm glad it's finally, we can be like, yeah, we're getting more shit later this year rather than, we might get the Black Widow movie.
Right. After the continuity. That's the word I was looking for. I swear to God, I'm having a fucking stroke tonight. After the continuity's already been fucked.
Right. Nah.
I mean,
that movie was a few years late. That should have come out a few years ago. I don't know why the fuck it came out when it did.
Not to mention, Disney just fucked up that whole Black Widow release anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way the contract was written for ScarJo, you know, she got a flat fee for streaming.
Yeah.
But, a cut of box office, and then they just fucking put it to streaming. Like, I get it. It's the middle of the fucking pandemic. But at the same time...
Yep.
Like, rewrite the contract or rework the contract.
Yeah, figure something out and take care of your talent.
Right.
Shit.
ScarJo was not happy with that whole fucking thing.
No, dude.
Which was half of the reason why it took so long to come out.
Right. Yeah, it's all fucked up. And, is it one of the best MCU movies? No,
No.
not really.
I mean, I wouldn't even put it top 10.
No.
I mean, is there some
sure.
important story points in there? There's a few.
Couple.
Could you Google it and get an article and fill yourself in? Absolutely.
Yep.
But is it a Marvel movie? And are we going to watch it, or did we watch it anyways?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would watch that again before I watched Captain Marvel again. Because Captain Marvel is just like, we're going to have to fill in some, or we're not even we have to, we're just going to fill in some like story holes that we just left gaps in.
Yeah. I mean,
just quickly fill them in.
I think that was the intention all along for Miss Marvel.
Right.
Or Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. Because Miss Marvel is the TV series.
Right, with Kamala Khan.
Yeah. So Captain Marvel, I believe, was originally intended just to be a plot hole filler.
Yeah.
Like,
with some action.
We know there's going to be plot holes, so let's plan a movie where we can backfill some of those plot holes.
Yeah.
Just set it 30 years in the past.
Yep. Have you watched any of Miss Marvel, though, speaking of?
I've watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I went into it thinking, you know what, I'm going to watch this for the show just so that I am aware of what's going on.
Right.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
So did I. I love everything that they've done with it, all the
styling
and everything. It's great. And introduce a little bit of history to fucking people, like
right. and I know it's supposed to be like the demographic is supposed to be like 10 to 18 female, get them introduced to Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm 36-year-old male. Get it. Fucking, it's a good show.
Yeah. My kids, I watch it with the girls every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Val's a huge Marvel fan anyway, so
right.
She always watches the Marvel shit.
Well, I mean, I was watching it.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
I was watching it, and Erin's in the living room watching something on her tablet. And I'm like, hey, you want to watch this with me? No. What is she doing 5 minutes later?
Yep.
Fucking watching it with me.
Hell yeah. And gotcha.
Right.
Told you it would be good. You didn't want to listen. Yep. I'm hoping that Ahsoka is like that breakthrough point with Star Wars.
Right.
For me and the kids.
Pull in some new fans. Get some of that younger generation, because, I mean, we all know the Star Wars fandom is, skews old and male.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying there aren't young female or female period or,
sure.
Non-binary. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you take the averages,
yes,
the fandom skews older male.
Yep. Yeah, because it's what we watched when we were kids.
Right.
Fucking A.
I mean, the same thing with Marvel. It tends to skew to the older side and to the male side.
Mm-hmm. With a full fan base. But yeah, I've really enjoyed, I think they've done a fantastic job with Miss Marvel, and I don't really understand why it's, her powers being different. The way they explain it is pretty awesome.
Right.
I like it. So.
And, I haven't seen too much hate for it, but there's always hate for things that are different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck over it.
Yeah, right. No. I think it's awesome. I've enjoyed talking to Val about, the Muslim people and the culture and, the history of the Middle East and India and all that stuff. Like, we've just talked about it because they bring it up in the show. And I'm like, man, this is awesome. Like, so many people don't know about any of that stuff. And I think that's a cool, again, as somebody I'm unbiased to the religion of it, right? Like, she's a Muslim. She's Pakistani. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome. I worked for a Pakistani dude. He fucking said some pretty funny shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You give them the wrist. Oh, no, you give them the elbow, they'll take the wrist. And he's saying, you fist them to the elbow and they'll love the wrist. And I'm like, dude, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you pray 3 times a day. That's why, man.
Right.
You say shit like that.
I mean, whatever. I was going to get kind of political for a second.
Well, I think that, honestly, that's part of the reason why it has the lower viewership. People see that it's a Muslim girl, and
I mean,
they're not
we're
interested.
halfway
I've read
through
her comics.
2022.
Right.
People
she was
are
the
different.
star of a video game.
Right.
Khan. Fucking A.
People are different. Some are
Right.
darker, some are lighter. Some practice other religions.
Yeah. Some practice. Listen, I explain it to my kids like this, right? Judaism is part 1. Christianity is part 2. And Islam is part 3 of the same fucking story. And they
It's
just
more
argue over which one's better.
like part A, part B, and part C.
Sure. Still, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Because Jesus is in all of that stuff is in the Quran.
Right.
Mary's in the Quran. Like, Genesis is in each one of them. They all start the same. And it's just like, what? I don't know why you guys don't like each other so much. It's fucking
Because
stupid.
different.
Right. Yeah. Well, and the fucking Romans took over the world with the pen and paper rather than the sword and shield.
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking Romans.
I know. They did great things for our, we've got our calendars, shit
Infrastructure.
like that, irrigation, right? Democracy. As broken as it ever has been, but
Yeah.
But
Not going there.
right, yeah, we're walking on thin ice.
I will say that a lot of people asked me if I celebrate or if I had a good time celebrating the 4th this year.
Mm-hmm.
And my answer was I didn't celebrate the 4th because there is
you-
not much in this country worth celebrating right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Nah, fuck it. Marvel's great. Star Wars
Marvel's
is
great, yeah.
The nerding's great.
Pokemon cards.
Video games. Yeah. Magic.
Yeah.
I want to play some Magic. That's the only reason I want to buy some. I just want to play the game.
I mean,
I want to have some cool cards.
you
play
want to
the
start
game.
playing, fucking let me know. I'll go buy a deck.
Right.
Not
I
that
think
Jess
it'll
is
be
going to like
fucking
it very
cool.
much, but I'll buy a deck.
Right. That's why I like playing the mobile app, man. I can just hop on there, fucking throw together a cool deck. Right now I'm running a Angel Vampire deck.
Okay. Some heal and lifesteal.
A white black. Yep. A lot of lifesteal, but then a lot of the vampires have what's called death touch, right?
Right. You
So
do any damage.
If you're gonna kill it, yeah, you might kill it, but you're dead too.
Right.
And it's fucking awesome. And then the angels are just healing everybody.
Yeah. A guy I occasionally work with when he's not working his other job. So like when we work Saturdays and stuff, he used to play or still plays Magic, but he runs a rat deck, a black rat deck with death touch.
Yep.
And he just puts out a fucking shit ton of 1/1 rats.
Yeah, man. I got my
grants them
shit
death
pushed in
touch.
by somebody doing that the other night.
Yeah.
There's a whole rat deck, and every time fucking when you killed one, 4 more popped up.
Yep.
And it was just
and then
like, what
they play
the
one
fuck?
card and they all have fucking death touch.
Yep. I've thought about it. There's some cool ones. Like you can get a green all dinosaur deck that does massive damage for low mana cost, land cost. And yeah, man, like I don't know. I'm excited. Our fucking D&D game has been insane.
Dope.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad my character arc is for the most part over.
Right. You're just now a member of the party.
Right. I'm a member of the party. Like I'm not the forerunner. I'll still be the voice of the party and whatnot, but
right.
Not everything not every session is going to be with me with my fucking head in my hands going, what next?
Yeah.
You know,
My
now I can
mother's
sit
alive,
back and
my
be like,
sister's alive. What?
right. Now I can sit back and be like, haha, fuckers.
Oh, I'm excited for mine. Mine's going to get gnarly. That's going to make our shit go crazy because, and I didn't realize Mike took me seriously. Like I level locked my narrative to level 10. And I was like, oh, no shit. And we just reached level 10.
Yeah.
And then everything with Steve and Dusty's characters, Justin's character has, man, there's so much going on. Honestly, I think the coolest thing with our D&D game is that we've been able to take our characters from level 1. We don't know how to fucking play this game to level 10.
We still don't know how to play this fucking game.
Nope, I don't feel that way, man. Like my character is getting reconfigured soon.
Mine is too.
Yeah. And that's going to be, and that's just us. You know, we started out, Mike gave us classes. We created characters around our class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you would listen to Critical Role. So you had a basic understanding.
I had
when
a character pretty well fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was the guy at the table who handed the DM the fucking 4-sheet backstory.
Yeah. And he got a few paragraphs from me.
Yeah. And fucking Mike one night, we were talking about why my character was at the forefront this entire, level 1 through 10. He's like, because you gave me fucking story to work with.
Right. Yeah, dude.
Like, you fed me everything.
Yeah.
I just fucking flipped it. I'm like, fair enough. Next one, you ain't getting shit.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things, like, I never intended, I sat down to write fucking 3-4 paragraphs, right? Past, present, and future.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It just kind of all fucking ripped out, and I'm just like, well, shit. Here it is.
Yeah, enjoy this. But hey, any DM will tell you that much content, it's going to come back, and they're going to use it. You know what I mean? And I think it's been fucking awesome. Like, it's been great. I've enjoyed everything so far, and I'm so excited for levels 10 through 20.
Oh, me too.
And I've told Mike before, I was like, no, I feel like everybody in the group, and even Mike has never gone 1 to 20. I think maybe once or twice he said.
It's not 20. Very common.
No.
Most games tend to peter out after 10, or if they start at 10, they peter out at 15.
Right. I'm so stoked to take a group from 1 to 20 and have we beat D&D, right?
I mean, do you ever really beat D&D though?
Yeah, if you get to write your character's epilogue.
I mean, I could do that now,
right? Like,
at level 10.
No, you could. You could, but to properly do it, you can't go any higher than level 20 is beating D&D. Yeah. Once you beat your CR 24 creature, that's it, because you can't go any higher. That's the end of the game.
That's true.
You know what I mean? We've got 9th level spells at the table now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited to see what all of us do with level 20 fucking characters for a few minutes. Because you got to think, the tail end of Critical Role, they were all level 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they were fighting, getting to Vecna's tower and everything, like. But we're also right now at 10. We're at the level that Keyleth, Marisha Ray said, we're basically gods. Jumped off a fucking cliff. Right, I was totally thinking that when I ticked to level 10, I was like, this is when Keyleth jumped off the fucking cliff.
We're basically gods.
Yeah. We've got this.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
The one thing I would do if I retired my current character is I would lopside the party a little bit. Yeah. I would want to start as like a level 3 character.
No, you would just end up dead.
I mean, depending on how you play it.
Once. Sure, but
it would be fun, right? Because like we're level 10 characters, and then all of a sudden there's just happens to be another level 10 guy that comes up after there's been a whole. Hey guys,
yeah. I don't think that's a good idea though, because my character's not going to help him.
Like I said, it's all about how you play it.
I know, like I've told Dusty, like out of session, that And during session right now, for whatever reason, my character Avner cannot stand Dusty's character Eophod. Like, he just can't stand him. And I'm like, dude, Dusty, like, legit know that Avner's trying, and I'm giving up trying to be Eophod's friend because he legitimately pisses Avner off every time they interact.
I mean, Dusty's like, not going to listen to this. I mean, because he doesn't listen to the show. Same with Roland. Roland can't really stand him. Yeah,
and I've been trying, and I'm just like, man, I'll help, but no, our last session, we got to level 10. We beat one of Matt Covell's new monsters from Matt Covell's Monster Manual. They're called Overminds. You can check them out. And we fought Zoranox. And you can Google all of this shit, read about them, check out their fucking stat block. It is insane. And what's nuts is half the party didn't lay a finger
right
on Zoranox. It was Zappy, Steve's character, and my character Avner just fucking putting hurt on him.
Fuck,
that's crazy.
I don't think the character I was Jaegering got fucking within 150 feet of him.
I think you did at one point, but I think you missed. No, I think you connected a couple of times. It just didn't do a serious amount of damage. That's right. The dogs engaged you. I forgot about that. Yeah. What an awesome, we were able to fuck with a Rakshasa and like make a Rakshasa. And if you know anything about D&D, they're gnarly fucking monsters.
Right.
Send a Rakshasa packing.
Yeah. They are a perpetual thorn in the side. You kill them once and they're going to keep coming for you.
Yeah, it's a nice adventure hook for the DM because all of a sudden, if you've watched any Critical Role, Campaign 1, there's a Rakshasa scene that fucking totally breaks the party. Like, they're all like, what the fuck did you do, Matt? And, man. Have you watched EXU, The Calamity?
I've listened to it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the last one is 6 hours long.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
That's like Brennan Lee Mulligan for you, though.
Yeah, no. And just the story and watching the parties, like seeing Brandon deliberately do things to derail the success.
Yeah.
And the party just gets that fucking roll, man, that perfect roll every time. And I like that this one has been more RP focused. They've had action. It's happened. Action is occurring around them. But it's not roll initiative every 5 minutes. It's been more, the actors acting out their characters. And I think we have a pretty combat RP balanced between our group.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Balanced.
That's one of the things I really enjoy about our D&D party. And man, if you've never played D&D before, find a few friends. You literally need 1 or 2 people to fucking play. And just the ability to come up with a story or download one.
There's solo D&D adventures. Like literally just yourself.
Yep. For sure.
I mean, it's mostly combat, but if you got an imagination, you can fucking RP.
Yeah, right. You can do it.
You can RP with yourself and nerd all over yourself.
Yeah, I mean, people do that all the time.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Self-RP?
Yeah. Well, self-nerding.
Oh. Yeah, self-RP can get a little weird.
Then you're just talking to yourself.
Remember, you're not crazy for arguing with yourself. You're crazy
when you're
when
playing a game.
Yeah. You're crazy when you start losing to yourself.
Yeah, right. Well, see, that would be tough in D&D because you're going to have to kill the monster that you just made.
But you made the monster.
That's true. So you always win.
But you always lose.
But yeah, it looks like it's about that fucking time.
It's about damn time.
Yeah. Grab your nerd and just, go to the local library and quietly nerd all over the library. Get the librarians involved. Yeah. And just be quiet. You know what I mean?
Don't leave a mess of your nerd everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, follow the Dewey Decimal System and put shit back. Do they even use that anymore, the Dewey Decimal System?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
You remember how much of our education was the Dewey Decimal fucking System?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you remember any of it?
Vaguely. Like,
No.
I could still go use it and find a book.
I'm sure I could too, like a 5-minute
But
fucking
I
refresher.
legit don't know of where it is in any of the libraries. Like, I don't think they have the index
card catalog?
You just type in the fucking name and blam, it's over here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they were just like, fuck it. Anyway, for Dusty, if you're going to roll a 1, at least make it funny.
All right. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends and family. There's been a lot of shit going on in the world.
Yeah.
Some of it we don't agree with. Most of it is fucked up.
Yep.
Hopefully we're not permanently traveling backwards 50 years. That's all I'm going to say.
Seriously.
With that said, seriously, take care of your friends and family. Help them out if
Yep.
you can. Take care of each other. It's the only way we're going to fucking make it through this shit.
Yep.
Share the show with the librarian,
Yeah.
Fucking
A.
tell her all about Dad's Doing Nerd Shit and how they told you to come nerd all over their library.
Yeah.
All of our
They might
stuff.
love it.
They might love it. They probably will. Librarians are huge nerds.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the
Pinnacle.
stuff is in the link tree down in the bio.
Yep.
Speaking of link trees, I hope you checked out Alpha Wolf Collectibles link tree last week.
Hell yeah.
If you didn't, maybe it'll be there this week.
Ooh.
Ooh, make it real easy for you. So yeah, until next week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Take it easy.
What you got for me, Matt?
The other day I was attacked by mimes. They did unspeakable things to me. Hey, you know what a dildo and tofu have in common?
They're both fake.
They're both meat substitutes.
Don't.
Yeah.